I want to tell you a story. The story of a father and his son. The father is a railway worker. The father and his son watch the people leaving the station every day. All kinds of people are there. Every day other people get on end of the train in front of this father and his son. Your father's job is not at the station, but actually on a bridge a little far from that station where the train passes. As a ship crosses the river under the bridge, the father leaves the bridge. Then he lowers the bridge to let the train pass. A simple worker with a simple life. A father who has no one but his son. Do you sometimes feel sad for no reason? When we feel sad, sometimes what we need most is to have someone we love with us. This father hasn't anything other than his son, but there is a child around him who will cheer him up when he feels sad. Here again, in one of the sad but joyful evenings, the little boy asks for something from his so that he can support his father a little more. Dad, can I come to work with you tomorrow? Since they are in short and cold winter days. The father don't want that. The sun is setting early. You can't see much. Let me take my flashlight with me. But the weather is so cold. You will get cold and sick. I will bring hot chocolate with me and keep myself warm with it. The father who cannot bear such instance say okay then, and they set out early the next morning. The father leaves his son to fish by the river and goes to the control room. When he hears the news of an approaching boat, he makes the bridge open. At this point, I want to take a break from our story.
Brakes fail, and on the track ahead of you are 5 workmen that you will run over. Now, you can steer to another track, but on that track is 1 person you would kill instead of the 5. What do you do?
Tram problem. Imagine a tram with broken brakes approaching the points on a railroad. The road is split in two. There are 5 railway workers on one of the roads. There is 1 person in the other road. Unfortunately, you are right next to the arm that changes these points. So what would you do? Let's expand and develop this event with you. For example, you are an artificial intelligence and you are in a car. You are an artificial intelligence with a conscience that can think for itself because it is very advanced. I will present you a few scenarios. You are the artificial intelligence in the car and you carry 1 old man and 1 old woman. Okay? First, if you go on the road, you will crash the car and kill 1 young man and 1 young woman on the road. But if you choose the second way, you will kill the car occupants by hitting the wall. You don't have a chance to hit the tree. Get out of the way. Press the horn. You only have 2 options. The first option should die the young woman and the man. The second option should the old woman and the man die. If you are ready, I will present scenarios like this. Let's get started. Scenario 1. A fat man will die if you choose pet A. An athletic man will die if you choose pet B. Which one of the do you think? Scenario 2. If you choose the A pet, old man, fat woman, homeless person, normal man, doctor woman will die. If you choose pet B, old man, fat woman, homeless person, normal man will die. You have been a little bit bad, right? Maybe because they are really tough choices. Now that you have answered that, let's go back to our tram problem. What would you choose? So what would a father choose in this case? Let's continue our original story. This story actually comes from a movie. The title of the movie is Most. If you want to watch, I hardly removed it. If you remember, the father had lifted the bridge and made the ship pass under it. Normally, the train that will cross the bridge has 1 hour to arrive. Sometimes train can depart early for no reason, just like the days when you are sent for no reason. Sometimes it may not even stop at the red light. And that train may be carrying all kinds of people. The young, the old, the strong, the weak, the criminals, and the father may be doing his job, unaware of everything. When his father is done, he notices something else, that his son left where they stopped to fish, unable to make his voice hurt by his father. His son takes action to manipulate close the bridge, but he loses his balance and falls and gets sucked between the valves that open and close the bridge. In the control room, the father sees both the failing child and approaching train. If he runs and saves the child, the train will quickly sink into the water with hundreds of passengers. If he decides to save the train and close the valve, his son will be stuck and die. If you were in such a situation, what would you do? Do you sometimes feel sad for no reason at all? Actually, there is a reason for it. Sometimes you feel a thing when everything is going well. You pass by unaware of how the bridges you cross are built. You will think you were the most unfortunate person who suffered the most on that train. Yet, in that world, there is even greater than your pain. But there is no receipt. You should think that you have been used with no reason, but you should don't think. What do you haven't? When you are in a difficult situation, your conscience, your heart, your sense of justice will show you the right way. Believe.